Welcome back to Ledger ML Games. I'm your host, Joe, and boy, is this one to be an exciting episode, as we actually start with the red Vim power armor this time, since we took the green one out for a spin last. This episode is going to center around the quality of life quests as it goes for the Children of Adam. So with that said, let's go ahead and head over to the nucleus as we can finally dig into their society and all the intricate quests that they have for us, because I will tell you, this is some of the best world building quests I have seen in Fallout for a while.
Sister finishes her work on the decontamination arches.
As you can see, they are getting antsy about the decontamination arches, so since we have the component, let's go ahead and hand it back to Mia. Hey sister.
You're back. Thanks again for being game to track down that pump regulator. Now, care to check the stock?
Finally got that regulator from the Vim factory.
You did? Oh, fantastic. So that regulator should slot right into the apparatus downstairs. My bypass to the filters should take care of the rest, unless I mess something up. Those arches should start spraying all the irradiated water the children could ask for. I was thinking, since you did all the heavy lifting, you ought to be the one to christen the old girl. Plug in the final piece? You willing to do the honors?
I risked a lot getting this thing for you. I think I've earned some caps.
Suppose that's fair. I can swing, say, 150.
Sure, I can take care of that.
Great. Pumps down in the bay. Shouldn't give you any trouble. And here, for what you've done.
If there was any radiation weapon that make me actually use them, it would be this one, ignoring 30% of the target's damage and energy resistance. That one could be amazing. So let's go ahead and plug in the piece down here at the end. We're going to essentially walk the plank. However, that is glowing water down there, so we definitely don't want to jump down there with power armor. So let's just kind of skirt off the side. And you notice there's going to be an option for intelligence where we can bypass it to make them actually work like normal. So instead of irradiating the people, it is going to restore and remove radiation. Because let's be honest, we are not playing the evil character right now. I am sure Nuka World is going to give us plenty of opportunities to do that. But as for right now, we are trying to help the Children of Adam because, let's be honest, they are being manipulated to heck and back by the High Confessor. Speaking of which, we should probably go ahead and introduce pretty darn soon. Now we go back up, reclaim our power armor before anyone else gets any bright ideas. And let's go ahead, because with the main mission for what Adam requires, we have two more things that need to be done. We need to go ahead and get back with Richter, the guy who led us into this place, to get a mission from him. And as you can see here, let's go ahead and test it out. Watch our rads there on the left. And you notice they now go away, completing the ablutions quest. Not sure if I'm saying that one right. And we continue on. So, to get to the High Confessor and to Richter himself, all we have to do is go up to the right, basically where the submarine is. Let's turn around. That path is going to be right by where we walk the plank over here. And you can see it going up there, as the quest marker is trying to lead us into the High Confessor. So, if we head up this way, this is going to be considered the vessel itself, if we head on in. But let's go ahead and see Richter.
Ah, there you are. Have a job for you.
So long as it doesn't involve drinking from any more poisoned water features.
No, not so much. There is a woman, one of our own. Or she was. Gwyneth. But she's given herself over to something dark. The Confessor ordered Zealot Theil to track her down, but the Heretic eluded her. Now Gwyneth has begun profaning our holy sites with her mad ravings, openly flouting the word of Adam. The High Confessor wants her found and executed.
We can't try talking to her. Maybe she'll see reason.
Won't lie. Sister Gwyneth was a good woman. But whatever's driven her to this lunacy, I'm not sure how much it's left behind. Regardless, the High Confessors decided her abandonment of Adam's too great a sin. The refusal of his grace can't be permitted.
I'll find her, Grand Zealot.
Good. Speak to Zealot Theil. She should be able to point you towards Gwyneth's trail. Bring Adam's judgment to the Heretic. Now go.
Now, as you know, his Codsworth disliked that, so we do need to be careful because we are coming very close to finishing Codsworth off. So let's go through the bulkhead now that we are inside the vessel itself, and there is the High Confessor himself. Let's go! Fans of Caesar's Legion, this will probably
Be
feel
respectful.
familiar.
You walk through hallowed halls.
Ah, I'd heard whispers of a new convert. Welcome, brother. How does it feel to take your place among Adam's chosen?
Adam's chosen?
This place, the nucleus, the island, Adam has claimed it all. For us, his chosen. All but one blasted corner. You've been to Far Harbor, yes? Seen its barriers against Adam's holy fog? Its citizens' blasphemous refusal to vacate what is clearly his domain? What would you do with such a place?
I'd reach out to them. Try to make peace.
Do you not believe we have tried? For years, my predecessor begged for peace, while Far Harbor fortified their bastion of heresy. We tried to help them, to bring them Adam's light. Many of our brethren ended up dying for it. But now that I am High Confessor, that time is over. All Adam's foes, whether Far Harbor cowering behind their precious condensers, or that ancient robot hiding away his memories within our very home, they will come to recognize Adam as the sole master of this island. But it is only through unity that we can succeed. Adam requires devotion from all his children. Embrace that, and you will do well here. Now, was there anything you required?
I found this icon. The Grand Zealot said you'd be interested in seeing it.
Is that the mother? So the whispers were true. You saw the mother of the fog. Many of Adam's children spend their whole lives wishing for such a boon. It would seem he expects great things from you, child. As will I. Now, was there anything else?
I'd like to help the family. Is there anything I can do?
Eager. There is a member of our little community I've suspected for some time now. My own inquiries have proven fruitless. But your relative newness will likely make it easier for you to sniff out the truth. I would have you investigate this person. Should you find proof of any heresy or disloyalty, you're to bring it to me. Show you can be trusted, and you'll be rewarded.
What exactly am I looking for?
Hard evidence of any plots against myself, the family, or disrespect towards holy Adam. Such transgressions cannot be allowed to stand.
Consider it done.
Superb. Bring whatever you find directly to me. Here, the person in question. Leave no stone unturned.
So, as you can see, the High Confessor wants us to investigate a potential treasonous plot planned against him with the Witch Hunt quest. Let's be honest, I don't blame him for being suspicious. When you run that type of organization and it's so much different from the previous leader, it's understandable. Let's go see Theil about this person.
Zealot Theil.
Yes? Something you needed?
The Grand Zealot sent me. Tell me what you can about Sister Gwyneth.
Very well. As I'm sure the Grand Zealot informed you. Gwyneth was once a devoted member of our order, though prone to strange moods. She was well liked by many. The Grand Zealot in particular seemed to have a fondness for her, at least until she turned her back on Holy Adam. It was my duty to find her. But Gwyneth was always clever. I'm ashamed to admit that I failed.
Why not just ignore her? Is Gwyneth really that much of a threat to you?
No, that is out of the question. Adam's will is clear in this matter. Heresy cannot be tolerated.
What caused Gwyneth to turn her back on Adam?
I can only tell you what I saw. She was praying quietly, when she suddenly leapt up and began to shout that Adam is a lie. When Tectus confronted her, she struck him with such force that she knocked him to the ground. When she realized what she'd done, she fled. Tectus wanted us to send someone after her, make an example. But at the time it was not his decision. Confessor Martin insisted we wait, hope for her return. Sadly, that never happened, and we gave her up for dead. That was the end of Gwyneth. Or so we thought. One of the acolytes spied her at a holy site, but she escaped in the fog. It was not long after that the blasphemous messages appeared, and we knew it had to be her.
I'll find Sister Gwyneth.
Then by Adam's grace, I hope that you will succeed where I did not. You should begin by searching the holy sites. Perhaps you'll find some clue I missed.
So as you can see, Theil has attempted to take out Gwyneth herself, and failed every single time. So let's head to Adam's Spring. Again, this is where we drank the water to have the vision of the Mother of the Fog in the first place. We also get a new quest that started, all because we got a radio frequency nearby. And let's go ahead, now that we are in our power armor, so we pretty much laugh off the radiation, and head off this way. 2 shrines have apparently been desecrated, so let's go see what is going on and what her ultimatum is. So, she used to be with the children of Adam. She saw a different way. She says Adam's fake, and she is trying to convince the rest of the children of Adam to leave. And we know, especially with how unhinged Tectus is to begin with, that kind of thing is not going to fly. So let's see if there is possibly a peaceful solution to all this. Might be a stretch as we go to the Glowing Grove. And right here you can see some clippings put together here. Tac stat.
Scraps torn from some kind of banner, but it looks like some pieces are missing.
So as you can see, that is part of a bigger banner going on here, as the propaganda machine is in full swing.
Rubbish.
So let's go ahead and take everything we can, despite Codsworth saying it's all rubbish. Seriously, Codsworth, can't wait to get rid of you for that reason. Don't worry, next episode it's definitely gonna happen, because between the people we're helping out in this one, we are pretty much to get Codsworth finished by the end of this episode. Just about. It'll definitely bleed into the next one as we go to a nearby cemetery on our way to the next shrine. And let's be honest, you knew we couldn't go from shrine to shrine without any opposition, because here come the Gulpers. And at this point, we know that bullets are pretty much useless. I mean, my gosh, the enemies in Far Harbor just take so much damage, it's not even funny. I mean, they can't do squat to us in power armor, but still, it's almost a waste of ammo. So, Harvester at the ready, we know how to deal with this. I mean, my gosh, if there was ever a more overpowered weapon I've ever seen in Fallout, this is definitely it. Outside of, you know, like the automatic Batman or ridiculous stuff like that you see in the Fallout shorts. But now that minor inconvenience is out of the way, let's go ahead, take all the stuff, and definitely get rid of all the Gulper blubber stuff, because let's be honest, that stuff's extremely heavy, and I still haven't really figured out what the purpose of it is. At least yet,
Hey,
I don't
Mr.
think you
Joe,
can actually cook it.
Here's what I have.
So, off to you, Codsworth. We are continuing on. And this is actually the last episode we are going to play around with the power armors as well. So, if you weren't a fan of how slow that we move in the power armor, don't worry. I normally don't travel in them, and last episode was dedicated to the Vim Refresh power armor, this one dedicated to the regular Vim power armor. We'll go back to normal in the next episode, for the most part, because we're about to get the amazing Marine combat armor, and it's almost like having a suit of power armor yourself, as we get to the Radiant Crest Shrine, and there we go, Wake and Eon. So, let's put it together. We've got Kawaketak Station. That's almost the full name. As you can see on the left, there's a little bit of the banner still missing.
Kawaketak Station. She must be staying at a campground. At least the directions are clear.
So at least as far as we're concerned for right now, that seems to be a name of it, as we give everything else still to Codsworth and continue on. I'm definitely considering using the radium, legendary radium rifle we just got. I mean, ignoring 30 percent of the enemy's damage and energy resistances could be huge, especially if you start powering that thing up. So that one I'm definitely more excited for, as we go ahead and head to this Kawaketak Station, I believe is the full name of it. I literally had to look it up on the Fallout 4 wiki, because I couldn't believe that a station was a campground. But believe it or not, we're here, and this is where we are going to get holotape number 9 of 15. Now, it's going to appear empty at first, and that's how they kind of lull you into a false sense of security. This is not a repeat of Oberlin Station in regular Fallout. There's not going to be ghouls here, but believe me, there's going to be something that's going to jump you if you don't have a partner. This is one of the few cases that Codsworth is really helping us out here, because he is to be basically our robotic meat shield from the on-looming threat. As you see, they go after him, not us. So, you come to the compound, you get assaulted by wolves. As you see in the bottom right there, the technical name is Kawaketak Station for this place. Oddly enough, it is not a map marker. So, it's technically just a location in the island. So, let's go ahead, take out the wolves. Let's be honest, at this point, I've pretty much just given up on guns entirely, and I hate that idea. You guys take way too many bullets for things. You're making me question my own sanity over here. But don't worry, the Harvester always has our back. And just like that, the wolves are out of here. We can continue on. We just need to find that mysterious holotape over here. And there it is, to finally figure out what happened to her.
It's done. The messages are posted. I know it could mean my life, but the children must know. I was paging through a pre-war tome when I saw it. The atom. A tiny speck of matter surrounded by endless depths. A vast emptiness that dwells within us all. It only reaffirmed what I'd felt all this time. The truth the Confessor wanted no one to hear. The lie that is Atom. It's not real. We aren't all infinite worlds. Just empty space. Dead. Cold. That we are nothing. Confessor won't be pleased by my messages. But I'm not afraid. I'm going to start moving things to the old church by the West Access Road in case they decide to join me. I just hope I'm not too late to save them from Adam's lies.
So it's understandable that High Confessor Tectus would never allow this kind of thing. So let's go ahead and head toward the church, see what we can do here, as we end up in another Gulper fight. Great. And this time, if you would back it up, it looks like we actually have a glowing one here, which is even less great. But oddly enough, it looks so much cooler. I mean, we already know the Gulpers are basically based on the Salamander, I believe the Hellbender Salamander, I think they're called. Same thing as the Gamma Hunters from the Resident Evil series. But I love the fact that they almost look like a fusion of the Frog when they're the glowing one versions. So let's go ahead and just keep you stun locked, because of course you're legendary and you're just a heal. But let's be honest, it's not like the Harvester is ever going to break or stop stunning you. So, this is literally the same case as with the Super Mutant Behemoth. We can literally just stun lock you until the end of time. That is what is so amazing about this weapon. And just imagine when we finally get the last upgrade to this thing and it does bleed damage on top of all this. It's just going to be absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, the one big flaw we have found with this weapon is if you're in groups of enemies, like you see, the young Gulper behind it actually can't get to us because of the scenery, but if you're in a sea of enemies, you'd be gunned down before you'd take out anything, because it is slow, as you see there. It definitely takes a while to take enemies out with this thing. But also, the Gulpers are just about as strong as Deathclaws, so they're no slouches themselves. As you can see over here, the legendary item we get is a sniper rifle, and I have to admit, this one this one may be worth considering to get rid of Reba for. The regular Reba, never Reba 2. And that's just because it does do 50% more damage to animals. And I'm not entirely sure if that would extend to things like rad scorpions, but if it does, daggone, that is the sniper rifle we need, because we're going to see a lot more of them the further into this we get. And let's be honest, things like the fog crawlers, the gulpers, I mean, they would all fall under that, I'm pretty sure. So, let's continue heading this way. As you can see the ruined church up ahead. And this time, it actually is a map marker. So, we'll obviously explore the intricacies and the details on a live stream. We're mainly just here for Gwyneth. So, continue on. As you can see, this church looks massive. And I wonder if it's set up like the ones in the regular Fallout 4, like Concord. Let's save just in case things get hairy.
Stop! This is a sacred place! Why have you come here? Are you seeking the truth of nothing?
The truth of nothing? What does that mean?
If you are truly prepared to hear it, then I will tell you. The children of Adam have been deceived by Martin, by Tectus. It's a false gospel, all of it. What they don't want you to know is that Adam is but a tiny mote in the vastness of nothing. Nothing is the true nature of existence. I have seen it with my own eyes. A void so vast and empty, like a night sky without stars. I know it is difficult to accept, but you must, and so must the others. They deserve to know the truth.
What if you misunderstood what you saw and overreacted? Do you really believe that everyone is wrong about Adam, except you?
I can't think about that now. I've strayed so far from the path. I don't dare look back.
If you stay here, you're as good as dead. You need to leave this island and never come back.
There's wisdom in your words. If I cannot save the children of Adam from their blindness, perhaps I can spread the word elsewhere. Yes, Nothing's will becomes more clear to me now. I must spread the message to all who will hear, no matter how far the journey. You should tell Richter and the others that I'm dead. I can't risk them following me. Thank you for opening my eyes to that which I could not see.
So now she has been given a new purpose in life, and we can go ahead and report the good news. No longer a problem for you, Richter.
Sister Gwyneth won't be troubling you any longer.
She brought it on herself. Won't ask you for the details. Doesn't really matter to me. You've done well. Proved your devotion, and more important, your loyalty. Adam smiles on you today, brother.
Glory to Adam.
Here, take this. It's not just a weapon, it's one of our sacred artifacts. Go forth and show no mercy to the enemies of Adam.
And one thing is for sure, this thing is menacing. 100 radiation damage per hit, and its base damage is 88. That is unbelievable. For only 20 weight, I honestly think this thing may actually be better than the super sledge. Don't really know melee weapons enough for sure, but we know that we do need to go ahead and take a look at this. Aubert. That is who we need to be investigating for the Witch Hunt quest, which is the one for the High Confessor. Mainly so we can go ahead and complete this quest for the Children of Adam, just like we had for Far Harbor, where we had to help all the people. Same thing here, just but for the Children of Adam. So, let's go see where this Aubert is. As we go down into the vessel itself, make a few turns.
Wait, you saw the mother of the fall.
Not you. And let's go further down to belly of the ship. Let's go see what is going on here, because it is called Witch Hunt, which kind of makes me think there's to be a lot of back and forth here. Hopefully not too much, but let's see what we get into. Looks like she's literally right below us as we keep going down further into this nuclear submarine. And again, some really good things here. The military ammo bag actually gives us ballistic fibers. Now, I know ballistic weave is a thing. really need to refresh up on that, because I think I've only ever used the ballistic weave one time. If I remember, it's what you put on your under armor that you wear under your armor pieces. I'm not entirely sure, but there she is.
If you're looking for the crypt, you took a wrong turn. My job to take care of this place. You touch anything, I'm taking the limb. Understand?
You said it was your job to take care of this place?
The vessel, yes. One of the most powerful sources of glow on an island full of it. My job to make sure it's looked after. You get in the way of that, you'll have to answer to Adam. But first, you'll have to answer to me. Adam will get what's left.
Why build a crypt in the sub? Don't you have the entire base?
Keeps our fallen brethren near his glow. Near their family. Only spotted child should spend eternity. A true honor. Denied to too many.
Why would someone be denied a place in the crypt?
You've been out there, right? This place. It's dangerous. Take a wrong turn in the fog? Sorry, brother. Lost to the family. Wandered too close to the wrong settlement. Lost to the family. Adam help you, you look at Tectus the wrong way.
You don't like Tectus, huh?
Who wouldn't? Man's a damn... I like Tectus just fine. But I think you should go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one believes you whatsoever with that lovely slip up there. So let's continue investigating. The only thing you've done is piqued our interest, I'm afraid. And it looks like we have something here at the bed. Thought the map marker went this way. Oh, kind of in the corner there. Edgar's note. Okay, so we have a footlocker that we need to go to get a key. Alright. So, something is definitely going on with Edgar and Aubert. It's such a bizarre name to try and say. I'm really not sure what they were going with there. But let's go ahead and head down. Just make sure this area is cleared out before we head on. As you can see, the nuclear stuff just does not stop in this location. I mean, it's almost toxic to even attempt this place without a hazmat suit or power armor. Because no matter what you do, you're going to be getting the glow, and plenty of it, while you're here at the nucleus. So, we need to go ahead and find that key. And I know we're starting to sound like Captain Joe all of a sudden, but let's be honest, it's been a while since we've had one of these in Fallout. So let's head back up and out of the vessel. Straight ahead. And now that we are out here, let's go ahead, head back down. Richter, you doing all right? All right, he doesn't want to talk to us right now. It's perfectly fine with me. Now, let's go ahead back down to the radiation decontamination arches back by the entrance of this place. And not that way, because as you can see, that's where the marketplace is, just to get our bearings here. And the entrance is literally back this way as Codsworth decides to catch up. Great for you to join us, buddy. And over here is where the entrance of the nucleus is. This is where the decontamination arches are, now that they work normally, thanks to us. And right there is going to be the key hidden in the back here. So, now we know this unlocks a footlocker somewhere on the nucleus. So as you can see, it's a witch hunt, but not really that crazy of a witch hunt. And I love that. It's really more of a scavenger hunt, because you are staying completely within the nucleus. And this easily is one of my favorite missions that we've been on for a while, because there's a lot of different ways you can end this mission. I mean, you can take her out yourself. You can tell the confessor on her. As you can see right there is Auber's note. And we should probably go ahead and read this while we're at it. Uh-huh. So already we can see Tectus's deceit. We can see just how bad of a person he is if the whole Caesar's Legion ambience about meeting him didn't tip everyone off to begin with. So somehow we need to deal with this. And honestly, like I said, there are so many ways you can handle this issue.
You should get out of here.
Sister Aubert, I found this note you penned about the High Confessor. Something like this could get you in a lot of trouble.
My note? Listen, I was mad. High Confessor's a good man. I wouldn't. Please, just let me have it back and I'll get rid of it. We can pretend this never happened. Please.
Look, no matter what I do, you're not safe here. You need to leave. Now.
Shit, you're right. Shit. Just, give me a little time before you say anything, all right? Please.
As you can see, until we actually deal with High Confessor Tectus, the best thing we can do is literally just to advise everyone to get the heck away from here. The further, the better, until we can finally continue the main story and deal with Tectus ourselves.
Adam has laid it
now, we should probably go ahead and tell him so we can bring an end to this quest and see what the ultimate prize is we're going to get for completing all these different steps. So again, we are just heading further up into the vessel. This is where he normally is, but apparently he is off praying somewhere. As you can see, nowhere to be found up top. And we've already been here. As you can see, there's still quite a few items for your settlement scattered throughout the
Place
vessel.
your faith in Adam.
But Tectus is literally hiding in his own room. And I really didn't realize it until a little bit later, but he does actually have a room behind his throne, which is a little bit well hidden if you're not looking right at the marker. So, as you can see here, just get everything that is essentially useful, especially when it comes to duct tape for adhesive. As you can see, there is literally so much eye candy on this vessel. I love the ambience they gave him to literally make him look as intimidating as humanly possible. So let's go back here. It's literally in between the staircases. There he is. So, let's go ahead, get ourselves mentally ready, quick save, and here we go.
Far Harbor claims another of our brethren. Their demise cannot come soon enough. But I'm sorry. You needed something.
I wanted to talk to you about Sister Aubert.
Yes. Tell me. What did you find?
I looked into her, but it seems that Sister Aubert's loyal. You've got nothing to worry about.
Really? I must say I'm surprised. Well, you've nonetheless lifted a weight from my shoulders. Here, for your effort. Your service to Adam will not be soon forgotten.
As you can see here, we get items that literally works better with you having high amounts of radiation. So that is definitely the specialty of the Children of Adam here, is basically gameplay with extreme amounts of radiation.
Adam's favored child graces my presence. Is there something I can do for you?
Any other work you need done?
At the moment, no. Perhaps some of the other children might have need of your services. Now, unless you require something else.
Would you mind answering a couple questions for me?
How could I refuse one so devoted to our family? What do you wish to know?
There's so much radiation on the island. How come people here don't get sick?
Some do. But most of our family has been blessed at birth with an affinity for the glow. It's no more to us than a May rain. Warm, comforting. It's why a place like this island truly is meant for his children. Others simply wither away while we gladly await division.
What can you tell me about division?
Adam's greatest gift. Locked inside us all are billions of invisible worlds, waiting only to be touched by his glow, in order to be born anew through division. During the Great War, it was granted to many, though they certainly didn't realize it. But today it is often a slow process, taking years of exposure in order to be realized. We are all here to spend our lives seeking the promise of division, however long it may take. Now, did you have another question?
I heard the children are responsible for the fog. Is that true?
Of course. The fog predates our arrival on the island, certainly. But before us, it was but an occasional presence. Yet through our faith, our devotion to family, Adam saw fit to reach across the land, claiming for us more, year after year, until near all lay beneath his grasp. Now, was there something else I could answer for you?
What happened to the confessor before you?
Martin. No one knows. One night he was sleeping in his chambers in the vessel, and the next morning he'd simply vanished. The other zealots and I organized a party to try and find him, to no avail. I wouldn't be shocked if he took up in Far Harbor or fled to the south. His dedication to Adam had become questionable. He'd done nothing when Far Harbor executed one of our missionaries, so I dare say it's best that he fled.
What happened to this missionary?
A foul atrocity. Our good brother Andrews had decided to brave the fog and attempt to bring Adam's light to that ghastly town, and remind the heathens of their trespasses. From what I hear, he'd barely spoken a word before they cut him down in cold blood, for nothing more than his devotion. Beasts.
How is it you came to this place?
We were guided here many years ago, after our exile from Far Harbor. The first of us, my predecessor, Martin, and I, had come north at the behest of Adam's great prophet, Confessor Cromwell, from a small refuge in the capital wastes. When we arrived on the island, we found a few souls receptive to Adam's message. Anna, the Archimist, was formerly Far Harbor's doctor before she found the light. But most, they thought us a menace. We were chased from the town, driven into the wilds, barely escaped with our lives. Some of us were never the same. It was only thanks to the grace of Adam that we survived, and finally found a place that we could call home.
Didn't have anything else for the moment.
Adam keep you.
So, just like that, what Adam requires is complete. All the missions, mainly for Far Harbor, are complete. We'll be ready to go ahead and get the Marine Combat Armor next time. So, if you've not already, please check out the Fallout 4 playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Some more Conceal videos. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.